Young learners, today we are going to deal with the topic transformation of sentences. However, the meaning of the sentence should not be changed. We will be learning about numerous transformations. Let's first learn about affirmative and negative sentences. Affirmative sentences do not contain negative words. Here's a list of negative words that you will have to eliminate before you transform the sentence into an affirmative sentence. When we transform sentences from affirmative to negative, we need to replace the negative words with positive words or phrases. Given on the screen are a list of words you could use to frame affirmative sentences. Let's consider a few examples on how negative sentences can be transformed into affirmative sentences using one of these words. He was not allowed to visit the zoo. This sentence could be rewritten as, he was prohibited to visit the zoo. The village had no electricity. Here, the negative word no could be replaced with without. The answer would therefore be, the village was without electricity. Some prefixes or suffixes can also be added to rewrite negative sentences in an affirmative form. He was not careful. The words not careful could be replaced with careless, that is, by changing the suffix and removing the negative word. He was careless. Similarly, it is not possible can be rewritten as it is impossible. In order to rewrite an affirmative sentence in negative form, at least one of the negative words must be used. You could use antonyms along with a negative word. For example, he is illiterate. This statement could be written as, he is not literate. Similarly, the table on the screen tells us how to replace affirmative words or phrases to transform the sentences into negative statements. Look at the examples given on the screen. Here, the words as well as have been replaced with not only but also. Examples for other techniques will be dealt with further in the same chapter. Students, you can also transform an affirmative sentence into a negative one by changing the degree of comparison. For example, a statement written in superlative degree such as, Mount Everest is the highest peak, could be written in positive degree to make it a negative sentence. No other peak is as high as Mount Everest. Students, under these types of sentences, we learned all about assertive, interrogative, and exclamatory sentences. Our next set of transformation of sentences pertains to these three types of sentences. We will first learn how to make assertive sentences. Firstly, question marks have to be removed if a sentence is being written in assertive form. Certain words must change to avoid change in meaning. Example, who does not know the Prime Minister? This interrogative sentence can simply be written as, everyone knows the Prime Minister. Similarly, the interrogative statement, was there anything left? Would be written in assertive form as, there was nothing left. Exclamatory to assertive. However, when it comes to exclamatory sentences, the exclamation mark must be removed. Words like what and how should be removed by starting the sentence with the subject. Adverbs such as very, indeed, really, extremely, etc. can be added to the sentence. An exclamatory sentence such as, how disgusting he is, can simply be written by following the steps. He is very disgusting. Here, the punctuation mark has been replaced. The sentence has started with the subject, he, and an adverb, very, has been added. Another exclamatory sentence, what a brilliant thinker he is, can be rewritten as, he is indeed a brilliant thinker. Next, we will be learning how to frame interrogative sentences. In order to frame such type of sentences, we shall follow a simple technique. Let's understand with the help of an example. Suppose we are given as assertive sentence, Pratik is a clever boy. First, we mentally take a note as to what kind of a question tag we would add to this sentence following the rules of question tag. The tag for this sentence would be, isn't he? We now start the interrogative sentence with the question tag itself. But instead of writing the pronoun he, we would write the noun, subject, Pratik. We now directly write the object by ending the sentence with a question mark. Similarly, we know a sentence starting with let's would have the tag shall we attached to it. Therefore, for the statement, let's start the game, the interrogative would be shall we start the game? Lastly, we move on to making exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences must end with an exclamation mark. You must start the sentence with what, how, depending on whether the adjective is followed by a noun or not. Lastly, all adverbs must be removed. For example, India is very beautiful. In this sentence, beautiful is not followed by any noun. Thus, our exclamatory sentence would begin with how. After this, we add the adjective, the subject, and the verb. The sentence ends with an exclamation mark. In the next example, however, there is a noun after the adjective great. In this case, following all the other rules, we start the exclamatory sentence with what. This is followed by the adjective, the noun, the subject, and the verb. The statement again ends with an exclamation mark. The answer would be, what a great country India is. By using opposite words, one can transform sentences from affirmative to negative or vice versa. If the sentence is being changed from affirmative to negative, then the antonym must be used alongside a negative word. However, the meaning of the original sentence must be retained. This method of transformation of sentences can be easily understood with the following examples. In this first sentence, two opposites can be used to rewrite the sentence, that is, nothing and wrong, respectively. For the next example again, the antonym of failed, that is, past, can be used along with a negative word to avoid the change in meaning. This sentence would now be written as, she did not pass the exam. Now, we'll be learning about how to replace words such as soon as with no sooner than. Let's understand the steps using an example. Firstly, the actions in the original sentence must be identified. Here, work was done and went home are the two actions. Firstly, the words as soon as must be removed. No sooner must be added before first action. This must be followed by an auxiliary verb depending on tense verb in the sentence. If a verb is directly written in simple present or simple past tense auxiliary verb, do, does, or did must be written respectively. In the given sentence, was is in the simple past tense and the same must be used in the sentence. The subject in the sentence must be written next. Than should be written before the second action and the rest of the sentence can be copied as it is. Let's consider another example. As soon as I finish my work, I shall go home. Let's follow the steps. Since the verb finish is in simple present tense, the auxiliary do must be added after no sooner. The remaining steps can be followed and the answer would be, no sooner do I finish the work, then I shall go home. Now we'll be learning about how to transform a sentence by removing the adverb to from the sentence without changing its meaning. there are a few simple steps you need to follow. First, while removing to, you can replace it with so that. The word so has to be followed by the adjective given in the sentence and then that. Then, the pronoun form of the subject must be written followed by the auxiliaries can for present tense and could for past tense. Lastly, we add the complement as given in the sentence. Let's see how the transformation takes place with help of an example. She is too weak to walk. We first replace to with so that using the same adjective weak and the subject. This is followed by the same subject she. You now have to add an auxiliary can and negative word not since the verb is in simple present tense and then add the verb walk. The adverb to can also be replaced using the adverb very as seen in the example on the screen. Another method of transforming sentences is using conjunctions such as either or, neither nor. You can do so by replacing words such as and, or with these conjunctions without changing the meaning of the sentence. Let's understand with the help of a few examples. The manager and his subordinates could not give as satisfactory response. Since and has been used along with a negative word, not, we can replace these two words by using neither before the first subject and nor before the second subject. The answer would be, neither the manager nor his subordinates could give a satisfactory response. Another example could be, you can have tea or coffee. Here, you simply need to remove or and replace it with either before the object tea and or before the object coffee. We can rewrite the sentence as, you can either have tea or coffee. The next transformation of sentence involves using another conjunction, not only but also. Firstly, in order to use this conjunction without changing the meaning of the sentence, it is important to eliminate words such as and as well in most cases. In this particular sentence, they are similar in face and figure, food and clothing. Here, there are two groups of these which need to be considered, face and figure, food and clothing. We add not only before the first category and but also before the second category. We do not have to eliminate and in this sentence. The answer would therefore be, they are similar not only in face and figure, but also food and clothing. In case of the second example, they need food as well as shelter. We simply remove as well as, add not only before the first object and but also before the second thing. They need not only food but also shelter. Now we'll be learning about another kind of transformation, that is changing the degrees of comparison. We know there are 3 degrees of comparison, namely positive, comparative, superlative. Adjectives are compared in these 3 degrees. Such adjectives are called gradable adjectives. Let us first learn to identify these degrees. Sentences in positive degree always include the words as. Those in comparative and superlative degree include the words than and the, respectively. Consider the following examples. If the positive degree of the adjective heavy is as heavy as, then the comparative and superlative degree would be heavier than, the heaviest, respectively. However, the 3 degrees for the adjective beautiful would be as beautiful as, more beautiful than, and the most beautiful. Now that we have learned to identify the degree, let's learn about how to change the degree of comparison. Students, you must remember that while changing the degree of comparison, you must not change the meaning of the sentence. we can identify three types of sentences while changing the degree. Under type 1 and type 2 kind of sentences, more than two things are being compared. When more than two things are compared, the sentence can be written in all three degrees. However, under type 3, strictly two things are compared and therefore the sentence can be written only in two degrees, that is, positive and comparative degree. Let's look at each of these types in detail. In the first example, we are comparing lead to all other metals and the sentence is written in superlative degree. The comparative degree would start with the subject, lead, and the adjective would be written as heavier than. The positive degree would start with no other metal. Also, the adjective would be written as heavy as. Under type 2, again, the sentence can be written in all three degrees because two groups are being compared. The superlative degree under type 2 would be lead is one of the heaviest metals. Here, we are stating that there are other metals that are equally heavy as lead. Therefore, we use one of the instead of the. The comparative degree would be written as lead is heavier than most, many other metals. Here, many, most, other is written instead of any, all, other to not change the original meaning of the statement. Under type 2, positive degree statements would start with very few followed by using the words as. Lastly, under type 3, only degrees are possible simply because only two things are directly compared. In the following example, lead is heavier than iron. Only two metals, lead and iron, are being compared. The sentence is in comparative degree. Thus, it can only be written in positive degree and not superlative degree. To rewrite the sentence in positive degree, you must first swap or interchange the two things being compared. Next, you add a negative to the verb in the sentence. This should be followed by writing the adjective in positive degree by using as. We have now learned how to identify and change the degree for all three kinds of sentences. The table given in your book will help you to revise and attempt the related exercises on your own.